It's Stitch Budget's 30 and I'm going to work on some of my Christmas goodies. So in my family we've always done homemade treats. So either chocolate covered Oreos, chocolate covered pretzels, different kinds of cookies, whatever. So I'm going to make some tonight while I chat on here. I hope everyone's having a great night. I have had a busy week, but I'm making the best of it and doing what I can to get myself on track for what I need done for the holidays. So, a couple years ago, I bought this for the first time. I'd never bought one of these, and it's just the melter that you can keep your chocolate warmed up in. It's Wilton. Oh, hello, Sheila. I have two different trays. The one tray is like a solid one, and this one is a split one, so you can do two separate chocolates in there. I'm going to rinse those out because they've been sitting in the box for a while. Right. So tonight, first I'm going to do chocolate covered pretzels because I didn't take any butter out of the freezer before I left for work this morning, so I don't have any thawed butter, which is fine. So I have the butter sitting behind me to thaw out, so I can do that later. So for now, I will do the chocolate covered pretzels, which will take up some of my time. It's kind of like a fondue pot, Sheila, because it just like keeps the chocolate up, but it is specifically by Wilton for like candy making. Same thing though, it's just has the heated plate inside, and then you can warm it up either to like low or high, whichever. And these are silicone, which is cool. And then I think inside, oh yeah, there's like a max fill line, but that's it. Like it just tells you the max fill line. Otherwise, you just use away. Probably shouldn't have done this with dishes in the sink, but here we are. All right, let's see. I'm just wiping this out because I haven't used it in quite a while, so I just want to rinse it before I put any chocolate in there. Hang on one second. Oh, great. The dog that I'm supposed to sit for. Bye. The dog that I'm sitting for today, the neighbor, just texted me to let me know that she let him out already. This evening they went and played at the dog park, her dog and the dog that I'm watching. They are great friends and they like to go to the little dog park every day if they can. So being that I worked today, she took him to the dog park so that he could have a little bit of fun. Trying to fix it, Sheila. Okay, fixed. Now they have to be a subscriber for at least 10 minutes to comment. So yeah, I will go get him. I'm going to do a little bit of these pretzels, and then I'll go get him and get him taken care of. So I'm just using milk chocolate first. That's dark chocolate, actually. Just kidding. Dark chocolate. So let's get this going. I love making chocolate covered pretzels. I really do. Wow. This little melter thing, I can put up to 2 pounds in there. This isn't even a pound. You can put up to 2 pounds in there, warm it all the way, and then once it's warm, just like turn it down. And apparently they will stay melted, like warmed and melted, when it's on just the medium setting for 12 hours. Oh, yes, your fruitcake. Are you bringing that, like, are you having Christmas Day on Christmas Day, or are you doing it a different day? Sorry, cutting this. So these are not gluten-free. I am doing everything else gluten-free, but not these. So these are just the regular circles, the holiday circles from Aldi. Super cool. Got those. I also want to do Buckeyes tonight. So I want to do a set of the Buckeyes tonight. The chocolate peanut butter treats. Because I really enjoy those. So I want to give those as a treat tomorrow when we do our little party at work. So that is the goal for me tonight. I want to get these done and the Buckeyes. So that's it, just the 2 things. And so everything else is going to be gluten-free except for these pretzels. That's it. That's an easy fix, Sheila, for sure, just popping it in the freezer. That's what I figured. Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, he would end up having to work. Because that's that line of work, you know. Both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, other half has to work. So even if I was there with him, he would be at work. Which is fine. We've done it that way for a while. Hey, Kim. Since he started with this company back in 2020, he's actually done it that way because we don't have children, so it's easier, like, for us to adjust the day and do, you know, Christmas later in the evening when he gets home from work or whatever. Because people with children, it's more about, like, that family time and everything. So we want them to be able to enjoy time with their kids and such. I thought I had a drink. I'm the worst with losing my drink. So I don't know if I had one. So we're gonna get another one. Sparkling water time. Alright, today I looked up different recipes. At work and printed them out. So I have gluten-free peanut butter blossoms. The ones with the Hershey Kiss in the middle. Gluten-free snowballs. Snowballs are one of my favorite cookies for Christmas time. Gluten-free butter cookies, so I can do the spritz cookies. The Buckeyes, the chocolate and peanut butter ball. And then gluten-free pfeffernuss. So, gluten-free pfeffernuss is a German cookie, I think it is. And something that I grew up having, you know, around Christmas time. And they're really, really good. It's like a gingerbread type taste, but they're either coated in an icing, like a dip kind of thing, or they are rolled in powdered sugar. It just depends on, like, who made them. So I looked up a gluten-free way to make them. Yeah, it's once you're in any kind of like medical, first responder, like emergency services like that in any way, you just get used to making the holiday work when it works. Like whatever day you make it happen is whatever day you make it happen. It's not the end of the world just because it didn't happen on the exact day that society says it's going to happen. Because honestly, we just adjust and make it work, you know? The chocolate is currently melting, so what I'm going to do is take a bunch of the pretzels out so that I can check for the broken ones. If I end up with broken ones, I'll save them till the end and make like a little stack of like broken chocolate covered ones. Kind of fun. This bag, impressively enough, is not broken, which is pretty nice. Yeah, you get the twists. I was gonna get the twists like we talked about, but Aldi had the rings, and I was like, oh, these are kind of cool. So I did that. Maria, right now I'm melting some chocolate to make chocolate covered pretzels. And then after that, I want to make Buckeyes, the peanut butter and chocolate like ball. Yes. Love me some Christmas goodies. And I figured I would just hop on here and chat for a little bit while I did this. I hope all of you are having a great day. Oh, I finally see some broken ones. I'm probably about halfway through the bag, roughly. But today was not as busy as the other days at work because today was the end of the event, which was nice. Tomorrow's going to be kind of busy. We have stuff going on, but it should be kind of a short day, which will be nice. When I get home tomorrow, I think I'll be doing more of this goodies making. I don't know that I'll go live doing it, but I'll be doing more goodies tomorrow. And tomorrow night, I have to double check. I didn't sign up yet, so I have to double check if the food pantry is open for distribution. I think so. I'm pretty sure they are because next week we won't be. Because of the holidays and such, like our schedule is just going to be adjusted. But actually, it might be open on Friday because the holiday is on Wednesday. I don't know. Need to look now. Yeah, see, I'm getting some broken pieces. I might even do, like with those, I think I have some shredded coconut in the pantry. I'll have to look. If I have shredded coconut in the pantry, I might do like a little haystack kind of thing where it's shredded coconut, crush these up a little bit more, and pretzel, and then cover them in chocolate. I might do that for like kind of the sweet and salty. We'll see. We'll see how many I end up with, first of all, and if I actually have coconut in there, because I'm not going to buy anything else. How's everyone's week been? It's almost the end of it. And we've got the weekend ahead of us. Ooh, putting whole pretzels in the broken pretzels section. You know, Sheila, these trolls come out very quickly before, if I don't get that setting put on there right away about pushing back the commenting, that they have to be a subscriber to comment. Those trolls pop up real quick, huh? so much salt. Okay. Honestly, that's not bad. For this whole 1 pound bag, I know, they find us really quickly. I don't get it. For the whole 1 pound bag, I'm trying to make sure I show it without them falling, but that's it. That's all that was broken in there. Looks pretty good. I wondered too, just like if it just pops up on like the main YouTube, because at one point tonight in this live we had like 18 or 20 people on. Now there's 2, which is fine. I'm not worried about it. But I think that's probably part of it, is it shows up in the like maybe like who's live now or something like that kind of thing. I don't know. But they don't need to be here. We don't need those trolls. We want people that want to see what we're doing and whatnot, but we don't need the trolls. No thanks. I think that was funny, he talking about whatever, Megalodon or whatever it was. I don't know. Talking crazy talk, that's what he was doing. That's for sure. I managed to go through the whole bag, the entire pound. I checked them all, poured all the extra salt in the trash because I'm just doing chocolate covered, so I definitely don't need all of that extra stuff. But I wanted all my broken ones out so that I could put those aside, and putting all my whole fresh good ones back inside the bag now so that I can just pop them out of there as I go. But I do think that I need to do, I don't know if I'll do 2 full bags of chocolate tonight. We'll see. But maybe just 1. I'm not sure yet. And then baking. I need to get my mixer out. So my mixer's put away just because I have such small space in the apartment. I don't necessarily need to live in like a big house, but I need a little bit more space in my kitchen, that's for sure. My kitchen space, countertop space rather, is limited. Even like I guess you could say like the size of my kitchen isn't bad, like the actual like depth and everything, like that's not bad to me. What is frustrating to me is just the counter space. Oh yeah, make your grocery list so that you know what you can get tomorrow or what you need. I was thinking about that this morning and need to look at food for the week coming up too. But I moved some stuff out of the top freezer from the fridge. I moved it into the deep freezer so I can use that flat surface on the bottom to see, that's not too many broken pretzels in that whole pound. I need to put the pretzels in there once I finish covering them. I put them in the freezer for a couple minutes, so I needed to clean out that flat surface on the bottom, and so I was doing that, but I didn't really think about the fact that I was going to be moving stuff twice, which is fine. I'm not worried about it. But I was able to actually look at some of the meals that I had that were already frozen that I prepared earlier in the month. So now I kind of have an idea of what's available. as far as already made meals that I've cooked myself but are frozen. So I can plan off of those. And then I definitely have pasta that I need to use. So I can make pasta 1 or 2 nights. And that would be good. To allow me to get some of the stuff used up in the house, both the pasta sauce and the noodles, so that would be helpful if I can get that done. I could probably do like pasta with just regular red sauce one night, and then some of the pasta and make like a tuna noodle salad or something like that. I've got plenty of tuna as well, so I could use some of that up and move that along in the house supply as well. Cool. Melting pretty good over here. Still some chunks, so I'll give it a little bit longer before I start dipping. I think she removed it. I think you can remove your own comment. I think she just removed it. Maybe. Not sure. I'm definitely glad that I bought butter earlier in the year when I had found some on. I don't know it either, honestly, Sheila, but it said retracted, and so like I didn't delete it. I think she, because if I deleted it or you deleted it, it would say that we deleted it specifically. So I think she just removed it. I don't think she had finished her thought when she hit like send in the chat there. So maybe that's why she like took it back or whatever you want to call it. I need to make a list of the things that I need to get done days for sure, because having a list helps me keep my brain on track. Oh, I might use, so I haven't decided yet, but maybe I'll use this, the white frosting finishing sugar. These, I don't know if I mentioned how crazy this is, but these are some limited edition like sugars that came out this year from McCormick. And they're like, this is white frosting, gingerbread spice, hot cocoa. Those are the 3 that I was able to find. And then there's like, I think peppermint or candy cane, whatever they called it, salted caramel, and one other one. There was 6 total. And I kid you not, people are selling the 6-pack of these things for like $50 and up, because you can't find them now. Like they're hard. They only made so many. They only put out so many. I mean, I walked into the grocery store and I found those 3, and I grabbed all 3. And I asked my one friend here if she wanted them, and so I grabbed the 3 for her as well. But they were like $3 each, $4 each, whatever. Like, that's just nuts to me. Because I Googled them to see if I could look up a place that had the other ones that we weren't able to find. And it looks like most of the stores are already sold out of them. And that's why people are doing the reselling thing with them. But it's just nuts to me that you're going to take, even if the spices were $5 each, the sugars were $5 each, that's still $30. That's not 50, 60, 70, which is upwards of prices that I've seen them for. The set of 6 spices for $50, $60, $70 I've seen on like eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. Just greed. Why? And I don't know if people are actually paying those prices. It's insane, Sheila. Like, somebody from an old group that I used to be in, that the group doesn't even exist anymore. Um, I mean, like 2005, 2006. That's who had posted that she had found them and whatever. And I don't think she even found all 6. I'm not sure. But she had posted about them, so that's what made me start looking for them. But I wasn't looking hard. Like, I wasn't going to stores specifically to look for them. I checked the apps and the websites, okay, but I did that like sitting at home, you know. But I went to the one store that I always go to, and when I walked in, they had like a special display for Christmas, and it had those 3 there. It had the tag for one of the other ones. It had the salted caramel tag, but they didn't have any left. And then when I went today, actually, there were none of them left of any of the flavors. But I'm trying to decide if it's worth it to do those on the chocolate covered pretzels. I might try it. I might like sprinkle it on one and see, because this is the dark chocolate. I'm curious if it's even gonna like stand out or not, or if it'll just be like kind of blend into the chocolate and not be noticeable. I do have, actually, made me think about this. I have the sprinkles from Trader Joe's, which they are gluten-free and dye-free. So they use different things like fruit and vegetable juice for the coloring. So it's cute little, let's see them. There you go. It's cute little sprinkles, stars and Christmas trees and snowflakes and candy canes, but there's not a bunch of nonsense in there. I mean, it's sugar, sure, but it's not necessarily avoiding sugar at the moment. I'm just avoiding all the extra additives in there. Whatnot. So, looks like chocolate is ready. And I'm going to do a few of them. I put out on my workspace here, I covered, because I'm in an apartment, so my workspace is limited, as I was mentioning. So I use my stove top to do certain things. So like I'm using my stove top tonight. So I have my cookie sheet on the stove top this way, and there's parchment paper on there so that I can easily pop the pretzels off once they're done. But underneath the chocolate is parchment paper, because I wanted to make sure that I didn't make a mess with the chocolate all over the place. So, you know, we'll make it work. All right, let's show you. This is probably one of my favorite things about Christmas, is making chocolate, anything, chocolate covered, or usually we have the molds. I don't know where my molds are. They're in one of the boxes somewhere, probably in the garage, because, I mean, I moved here from a house, so I had a lot more cabinet space, a lot more countertop space, so when I did any of this stuff, I just had more space in general. And I was able to do more because of that with the different items. All kinds of baking stuff and all kinds of chocolate making stuff that I just don't use here a lot. Oh, parchment paper is my best friend. I buy it at Costco. It usually goes on sale around this time of year, and it's the 2-pack, and I usually buy 1 or 2 of them when they're on sale, and then I don't need to buy more usually until the next year, because it's a lot. It's a lot of parchment paper in those packs because it's 2 big rolls. It is parchment paper's the best. It's 205 feet. Wait, no. 15 inches by 164 feet is the Costco roll. So when you get it, you get 2 of these massive things, and they're just so good for baking and cooking. I use it for, like, if I bake a piece of fish or something, I can pop the parchment paper right on the sheet that I'm going to bake it in, or bake it on rather, and that way, because then it's not all nice. And honestly, I feel like when I use the parchment paper, and maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just thinking this, I feel like fish crisps up a little bit better with parchment paper in the oven. Also, you can use parchment paper in the air fryer if you use an air fryer. See, it does crisp up better. Okay, not just me. It gives just that nice little crispness to it. Yes, you do have to have a membership to shop at Costco. But if you don't have one, Sheila, and you just like find one of your friends that has one and ask them to go shop for the day with them, like just to see what's there. That way you can kind of see if it's worth it for you. To me, my mom and I share it. So it's definitely worth it. Like between the 2 of us, we definitely use it well. My chicken, my salmon, their salmon is really good. Their salmon is really good. And their gas is cheaper. Boo. I think you can go on, like, I think you can ask to look around without buying the membership. Just tell them, like, you're interested and you go walk around. I think. Maybe not, but I believe. Oh, yeah. Then I get that. That's not worth it because it's that far. But if you happen to be, like, in that area or whatever, you could look at it, check it out if you wanted to visit and see. But to drive that far isn't worth it, like, on a regular basis. But if you know, say, you go over there once a year because of, like, a doctor visit or something like that, you could do it, and it wouldn't be worth it to spend the $60 on the membership. But if you had someone that could go. Yeah, bulk buying, because they have, like, their brand is really good. Like, this parchment paper is their brand. But their brand of paper towels, toilet paper, they even have, like, their own brand of the Uncrustables. Like, I can't eat those, but my coworker does. And so whenever I go, I let him know that I'm going, and he tells me if he needs anything, and then I just give it to him at work. But he likes the Uncrustables, and there's I think it's a few more in the box than the Costco or than the name brand ones or whatever. But the Costco ones have a higher protein content, which is interesting. Just the peanut butter is different then, but so I buy, usually he gets 2 boxes of those when I go. But they have great stuff. It's just that's far for you for sure. Maria, do you have to have a membership for that? Or if, like, you get the gift card, you can just go shop with the cash card and that's that? Because I've heard about it, but I haven't actually, like, looked into it. But I have heard people mention that about the Costco cash cards. Because I know sometimes people will, like, gift a cash card to somebody thinking they have a Costco card and they don't. And so I don't know. Oh, well, that's cool. So if Sheila wanted to, she could go. If she just had the cash card, she could go shop without having a membership. That's neat. It's good to know. For sure. And like for Sheila, being that she's so far away, that would be a good way to do it, like once a year or twice a year. Just shop for the few things they need in bulk that would help out the household and not spend on the membership because it's so far away. The other thing is you can order stuff online. You just have to check your zip code if you can get stuff shipped to you where you're at, but it wouldn't be the fresh things, like fresh, the produce and meats and stuff like that. And it's a little bit more expensive than it is in store. So say something in store is like $17.99. The shipping part might be $19.99, but then again, you're having it delivered, so I get that part. But not always. Some of it's the same price if it's like on sale or whatever. But if they shipped to you, that wouldn't be terrible. I've only ordered a few things on Costco.com because usually I just get it in the store. But like my sister was wanting the 2-pack of the water bottles for the boys at one point, and her store was sold out of them, and the other stores around her were sold out of them. So yes, ordering online, you do have to have the membership. Yes. So my sister asked me to order it for the boys because they go back and forth when one membership ends for them for the year. Like they'll have Costco this year and then they'll do Sam's Club for a year, and then like when those expire they go to the other one for the year. So they kind of go back and forth, and when they know the membership that they have is about to expire, they'll do another big shop and stock up on like the shelf stable items and whatnot. That way they can go back and forth. Or sorry, they do it that way. They stock up when the membership is about to expire. This way they can kind of have the items at home that they usually use and skip like a month or two in between having to pay for the membership. And then they go ahead and renew the membership at the other place. That way it gives you a little bit of time off from paying for a membership, like a month or two, whatever, depending on how you time it. And then they switch back and forth between the two stores because they have both Sam's and Costco about the same distance. I think the two stores are actually only a few minutes apart where they live. So they don't mind whichever one. They just go back and forth. For me, I don't even know where Sam's Club is. I have no idea. I'd have to look it up and see if it was worth it. But I've had Costco since, we had it growing up. Like, we've always had Costco that I know of in my family. But Sam's just, where we grew up, we didn't have Sam's. So I never knew it as like somewhere to use. But it's closer to her house now. Because she lives like an hour from where our mom and dad live. So. Cool. All right, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 pretzels in. Yeah. I'm going to do 30 and then take a break. So it's 25, 30. Perfect. Okay. Her boys are, in that typical growing boys phase. So they want to eat everything under the sun. So she is definitely in the phase of life of buying things in bulk. to keep them happy and fed. I love when they try to say, there's nothing in the house, Mom. There's plenty in the house, just not the things they want. Children, so much fun. Sheila, are yours like that? Because they're in that, like, the teen and older years. Are they like that? Oh, Mom, there's nothing to eat. We need to go buy more stuff. Now I know for sure I did that too to my poor mother. So I am fully owning that. I also do it as an adult. I look in the cabinet and I'm like, there's nothing to eat. What are you talking about, Ashley? The pantry is not bare. The fridge is not bare. See, we got you looking at Costco now. You're fine. I was just chatting, asking questions because I'm chatting. Okay. I'm using my little Wilton hook that I bought a couple years ago. I bought this set. It is 3 pieces and it has like the little fork. Oh, I asked if your kids are in that phase of saying like, oh, there's nothing in the house, we don't have anything to eat, when you know full well that the house is nowhere near empty of choices. But, you know, kids be kids and they like to say that there's nothing in the house because it's not the exact thing they want or what have you. That kind of thing. I said I definitely did that to my mom when I was younger, and I do it as an adult. Actually, I think I did it last night. I was like, oh, there's nothing to eat. There's plenty to eat. This is so much fun. I love doing this. I love this. Exactly. A bowl of cereal is like the best snack ever. I actually had a bowl of cereal before I started working on the pretzels because I knew I was going to be hungry once I was smelling the chocolate. And I can't eat any of these because they're regular pretzels. They're not gluten-free. Which means I can't eat any of the chocolate now that it's melted and the pretzels have been going in there. So I didn't want to sit here and be like torturing myself, so I ate a bowl of cereal and had that before I started this because, again, super easy, delicious. I had plenty of it. Cereal is something that I do buy a few of when I find safe ones that are on sale. Because when it's on sale, obviously, that's the better time to stock up. Yeah. But ones that are safe and on sale, yes, please. I have some Cheerios up there. I have cinnamon Cheerios and pumpkin Cheerios. The pumpkin Cheerios my dad actually bought for me, and I got them from him when I was home in October. And then I also have, what's the other ones up there? They're kind of like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I would say, but they're Cascadian Farms or whatever that brand is. Cascadian Farms. And it's a gluten-free cereal. But they remind me, looking at them, they remind me of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But those were on sale for 99 cents. So I bought 2 of those. And those will be the next ones that I open, actually, because the bowl of cereal that I had this evening was the last of that box of cereal. So I need to open a new one anyway. So I'm going to open one of those and give those a try because I haven't tried them yet. All right, let's see. Well, now to put a little bit of sprinkles on some of these. The thing about sprinkles is you either get a ton or you get like nothing, which is kind of annoying. But when I was younger, my mom taught me that you shake the tray. Maybe it was one of my aunts. I don't know. You shake the tray after you lay down the sprinkles so that it connects to all the pretzels. So it's not just rolling around. It's actually on there. Okay, so that was enough there. I'm gonna try it with the white frosting one. Okay, so this white frosting one, I'm gonna give it an attempt on these. No. Maybe. Okay, so if I do them like as soon as they come out of the melter, then it should work. But just doing it in general on them, no, it's not gonna work. But that's fine. Okay, so these, there's 30 here. Pop these in the freezer. Now normally I would start on the next set, but because I need to run out, I'm not gonna start on the next set right now. I'll do that when I get back. But for now, I'm gonna hop off of here and go get the doggo, and then I'll come back and do some more work on these, but I probably won't go live when I get back. But I hope everyone has a great night. It was great talking to you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting. And for those ladies that are in the regular chat, I'll chat with you all over there. All right. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for coming. Bye.